Hello, INFJs, my star seeds, my chosen ones. How you doing today? I'm gonna make this real quick because I've just been enjoying being in this park and enjoying nature again. When the sunlight's out, it really just brings out the details and everything. And like before this, I was actually just standing here looking at the trees and looking at the flowers and the little leaves and all the things that we overlook every day, and just like thinking to myself, like, when was the last time I actually looked at nature and just, stood there and just stared at it and just like admired the beauty of just the simplest, the smallest thing. And I'm like, I try to play these video games, and I try to like find these video games that are as realistic as possible, which is great in its own, way, but nothing beats the true sunlight and the true nature that we live in. This existence, this reality that we live in is, as far as we know, all we know. And I think we spend a lot of time trying to replace that, trying to find something that's better, something that's going to replace it. But sometimes we forget that the things that we want are right here, right in front of us, right in our faces. These things that are available to me every day. It's right here, right in front of me. And if I just stopped and looked every so often, let me get you some close-ups. But then again, the camera does no justice. Ooh, a bird. Let me see if I can get him on camera. Do you hear him? Chirp, 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 chirp. Oh, there he is. I wonder if the bird feels my vibration and is like, hey, what are you doing there, Clips Items? I hope I'm giving off a welcoming vibration. I think it's washing itself and singing. Oh, it's gone now. I hope I'm not sounding too cringy right now with nature talk, but I found a new calling. Nature calls. And I don't mean I need to go to the bathroom. Nature calls in a way in which I respond. Yes, I hear you. I am returning to Mother Nature. Sounds so cringy. I would encourage you to find this again if you haven't. Oh yeah, I did want to talk about something, so this video might last a little longer than I thought it would. Just reconnecting with spirituality again, trying to find the God within me. Not saying that I am a God, I'm saying the God that exists in this universe, maybe, that oversees everything, that is trying to call for us every day. Ooh, I get lightheaded when I stand up every time. It's not a good sign. But trying to reconnect with that, because I have been connected with that growing up in a way ever since I went to school where they taught us Catholicism, and ever since I've been like, God. But yeah, I've been really thinking about Christianity a lot lately. I'm thinking about, the times that I've had experiencing that. Not saying that I am a born-again Christian or that I am searching for that, but I did do a lot of reflection, and I think that's a great thing about Easter, which is like, I don't know if you all are religious or anything like that, but I'm not trying to like convert you or trying to teach you anything. I'm just saying like, this is what I've been thinking about because, obviously because of Easter. I'm thinking about like, yeah, is it real? Is it something that is true? Is it something that I can believe in? My rational mind is always like, no, I don't believe it. Ooh, let me get this helicopter real quick. But yeah, anyway, I have been thinking about that. I've been thinking about just what that really means, because I think it's important to reflect on that every so often, even if you don't believe in that stuff. It's good to reflect on it because maybe you'll find something there that you didn't find before. Maybe you didn't realize that you didn't realize that. Maybe there's an epiphany that you make when you think about that stuff. And that happens to me every time. Every time I think about that, I'm like, yeah, I didn't think about that before. For example, I thought about it and I was like, oh yeah, wait. So I do believe in some way, in a spiritual sense, I'm like, yeah, I do feel like that might be the truth. Maybe it is true. Maybe there's something true about that. But then again, I'm like, well, what about like Egyptian gods, and what about like all the story about Horus and all these other stories in ancient Egypt about religion and all these gods that they worship. I'm like, yeah, I remember thinking about that and then realizing that that's something that I can't really buy into. And then I think about like, oh, okay, so there's religion, right? And then there is spirituality. There's two different, it's kind of separate. Because if you really think about it, like, I can have the rational mind, but my soul says something different. And some of you might not think that that makes sense, but there is a separation, I believe. Because every time I'm like, my rational mind says no, but my soul says yes. And that's something that's like kind of like a selling point for I think Christians is like, they say like, ignore your rational mind, ignore your logic. What does your soul tell you? My soul tells me that there's morality, that I need to be a good person. Yes, that's true. But to buy into that and to hear about things like the Dead Sea Scrolls and like missing parts of the Bible that just never made it into the Bible itself. So that makes me question it, right? And then I watched like these conspiracy theory videos, right? These videos on YouTube and these channels and InfoWars. I hope I don't get banned for this, but it's okay. Whoever watches this, that's enough for me. I just need to talk to you guys. Because if you're listening still, it means you're a real one. But yeah, so I think that I see these channels and they talk about all this kind of things, and I'm like, well, they're the only ones talking about stuff like that. Am I being influenced in a way that I shouldn't be Am I influenced in a way in which I feel like, maybe I got drawn into something that I wasn't expecting to be drawn into. But the more honest I am with myself, the more honest that I see that this content is, that I see like, ooh, there is some truth to what they are saying. And the fact that these are the only people, and I constantly see that, oh, like the conspiracy theorists are the ones, conspiracy theorists, they're just labeled that, but honestly, a lot of these people are just telling what's actually happening, what's the truth, and then they get labeled a conspiracy theorist by popular media or by mainstream media, and then you think, oh, these are just conspiracy theorists. They're just kooky people, quirky people. And you put all this information together and my mind goes like, maybe I need to do a bit more thinking. Maybe I need to give this a bit more of a thought. It's starting to rain now, so I will finish this video. I need to head back so I don't get super drizzled on. I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but yeah, just food for thought. Maybe Cliff's becoming a born-again Christian. Who knows? Let me hear some thoughts. I know some of you are Christian in my audience or my viewers, and let me know what you think. Let me know if maybe I'm on the right track here. Maybe if I am making some good points in this video, and hopefully I can respond to it. I will respond to it. If it's something that's elaborate and there's a lot of good points to it and I feel like it's an important thing to respond to, I will.